is known to be one of the largest and most beautiful countries in the world. Known for its tall buildings, fancy places, and tourist spots, you can already conclude that this country is a must-visit place. Now the main question is, how can you get there? Me and my colleague Mary May decided to embark on a journey in our own and learn the step-by-step processes on how to visit Singapore. First of all, you should do some research about the country, the weather, the places you should visit, mode of transportation, how can you go to your desired destination, and the papers you should bring to avoid being held in the immigration. Note that the Singapore requires no visa when you're entering as a tourist for 90 days upon your arrival date. They will only ask you to apply for a visa if you're planning to stay there longer than 90 days. Their weather is warm, so you should pack only light clothes, and there will be a little bit of rain showers sometimes, so bringing an umbrella is a big help. Their mode of transportation are MRT, taxi, and buses. But if you are on a cheap budget, I recommend you to take MRT and buses. But first thing, you should understand how to use their system map and buses destination. Me and Mary choose MRT because it is more convenient, cheaper, and easy to find because of its availability everywhere. Just prepare for lots and lots of escalators, and of course, you should learn how to read their MRT system map. After doing some research about the country, you should know now what to bring in Singapore. We planned for our trip 3 weeks before our flight, but I advise you to plan at least a month before to get more cheaper flights and hotel deals. It is also important to prepare a passport which is more than 6 months valid, return tickets, it's a must because the immigration will ask you for this, and online hotel booking. We made our online hotel booking through Agoda 3 weeks before our flight to get cheaper and discounted rates. We used Mary's debit card as a mode of payment. We chose to book with Seven Wonders Capsule Hotel because other than being cheaper than the other accommodations there, it has also a high rating online because of its clean and nice environment. Also note that when you're looking for a hotel in Singapore, you should book with one offering free breakfast to lessen your expenses. Other than hotel booking and return tickets, you should also prepare your leave form and certificate of employment just in case that immigration officer will ask you about your job. We also book our flights online through cebupacific.com because it is the cheapest flight going to Singapore. Other than this, there is a direct flight going to Singapore from Davao City every Thursdays. We bought our back and forth tickets for 16,500 pesos each in total, and this included our meals and flight. Now, the reason that we chose this direct flight is because even though it is more pricey than the other flights, it is more convenient, hassle-free, and faster. But no worries, there are also other available cheaper flights from Davao to Singapore, but you have to do a connecting flight in Manila, which we think is really a hassle. What to bring other than this? I advise you to take a pair of comfortable shoes because you will do a lot of walking in there. And trust me, those comfortable shoes are your way of survival. Bring also drinking bottles, especially if you want to lessen your water expenses. A small bottled water there costs 2.5 Singaporean dollar, and that's too pricey for the whole stay. Other than that, you can use this water bottle for refilling in every tourist spots you're going to. So I recommend you to take it with you wherever you go to lessen your water expenses. After booking your hotel and flights online, you have to get a copy of your bookings on your phone directly from your email account to show to the immigration officer. Or you can just simply print it out just in case that you don't have an internet during the interview. arrived at Francisco Bango International Airport, Davao City, 2 hours before our scheduled flight. Upon receiving our boarding passes, the attendant there gave us a departure card that we needed to fill up to surrender later on to the immigration officer. The immigration officer asked about the departure card, our passport, our hotel online booking, and our return tickets. All I can advise to you is you just have to answer all their questions with full honesty to avoid misunderstanding and being held in the immigration. While on the flight, the cabin crew gave us another form that we needed to fill up and to give later on to the immigration officer in Singapore. The whole flight took only more than 3 hours from Davao City to Singapore. We disembarked in Singapore Changi International Airport Terminal 4, where we are welcomed by one of the most beautiful airports in the world. Singapore immigration consists of automated and all passport. Now all you have to do is to line up in all passport. After getting our stamps in immigration, we went directly to money changer and changed our money. In this money changer, we also bought 100 GB worth internet for our 3-day stay. It cost 16 Singaporean dollar, but because it is too much internet for us, we decided to split it up, which only cost us to spend $8 each. After changing our money, from Terminal 4, we went to Terminal 2 using their airport shuttle where their MRT station is located. I recommend you to buy their Singapore Tourist Pass in their ticketing office in Terminal 2, which will give you an unlimited ride to all of their MRTs and buses. But because we had arrived there late by 11 p.m., we didn't get the chance to buy this because their ticketing office is open only until 9 p.m. So we had no other choice but to buy their one-way ticket through their automated machines located near to the MRT station. Now, how to buy a ticket from an automated machine? All you have to do is to find an automated machine and find the MRT station destination that you're going to. You can pay in either cash or credit card. There are system maps everywhere in the station, so you can find for your designated train in going to your destination. Every MRT entrances has also these signs on top of them, which is easier for you to know if you're on the right train. And upon boarding, there will be a sign on top which will announce where station are you at the moment. From Changi International Airport, we need to find a way we can get to Jalan Besar, where our hotel is located. So the first thing we will do is to find how can we get to the blue line going to Jalan Besar. So we saw in the map that Expo is the nearest blue line next to us. So the first thing we will write is the green line, Changi Airport going to Expo. We will transfer train to blue line going to Jalan Besar. If you are still confused by this system, you can use Google Map or ask the localities. We chose to book with 7 Wonders Capsule Hotel. This is a cheap capsule hostel which have a nice and clean surroundings. They also offers free breakfast such as fruits, oranges, watermelon, cream bread, high fiber bread, which you can pair with strawberry jam, butter, chocolate, peanut butter, coffee, tea. Cereals, which you can pair with full cream milk or low-fat milk. It costs 1,700,000 pesos per night with a total of 5,000 pesos in our 3-day stay. We divided with 1 each of us, which costs us 2,500 pesos each only. We ride an MRT from Rocher Station, which is near to Jalan Besar. We need to go to Orchard Road to buy our tickets. So the first thing we will do is to find the red line which is going to Orchard Road. Now from Rocher, we went to Newton, which is nearest to Orchard, and changed line to Red Line. And now we can able to go to Orchard Road. Upon the arrival in Orchard Road, we used Google Map to look for Lucky Plaza where we can buy our tour packages for our whole stay. It is important to buy your tickets and passes before going to your desired tourist spots to avoid queuing long lines and of course also to avoid hassle and wasting time. Lucky Plaza is a shopping mall where goods are being sold cheaper than the other normal malls. We went to the Cebu Air Travel and Tours, which is located at the second floor of Lucky Plaza, and chose our desired tour itinerary in Singapore. Here you can find cheap and bundled rates for your desired tourist spots. For our 3-day stay, we choose the tour bundles of Universal Studios with Wings of Time and buffet dinner in Sentosa Island. We also booked Sea Aquarium with Garden by the Bay, cable car, and Marina Bay Sky Park. All in all, we spent 179 Singaporean dollars for our whole itinerary. We had already 3 free breakfasts from our hostel and a dinner buffet in Sentosa Island. So now all we could think of is the 3 remaining lunches and a dinner in a whole trip. There are hawker places in Singapore which offers a cheap price for a meal. But because we are staying in the tourist spots, the meals there tend to be pricier than the hawker's place. So I advise you to budget at least 10 Singaporean dollar for a meal. So overall, this is our total expenses for our 3-day trip in Singapore. But this may be vary from Singaporean dollar to PHP exchange. Ayokong tumingin sa baba kasi nahihilo ako. Ang ganda ng Singapore. Singapore, why you're so beautiful. Why you're so beautiful just like me. So I hope this video helped you in some way and may your visit in Singapore will be enjoyable just like ours. Enjoy your trip!